Ladies and gentlemen, remember this hero update voting event poll? Well, let's take a quick little gander at this one. We've already got Sentry. He got done. We got Mr. Fantastic. We just got Psylocke. Okay, we got Titan Hulk. We got the new Quicksilver. We got, sadly, the shitty Doom. And what else? We got Ant-Man. And yeah, okay, we still have a lot to go. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because of this cat right here, Dr. Null, and this cat right here, Agent Venom. But in particular, what I want to focus on right now is Null. If you go into Marvel Future Fight, which I assume you would at least once a day, I don't know if you're here at least, and you go over to Otherworld Battle, and you go over to Set Team, you will see that there are brand new battlefield effects. Now, I should have picked up on this a couple of days ago when it dropped, but I was distracted. Why don't you read with me the battlefield effects? And keep in mind, the battlefield effects changed to highlight superheroes and humans merely days before the Fantastic Four update started getting teased. Okay? What do we have here for Otherworld Battle? Decreases additional pierce damage received by 70%. That's pretty normal, very generic. Supervillains damage dealt increased by 250%. Okay, we're going in the direction of supervillains, true, but that could be a lot of supervillains, Alex. That could be Apocalypse. That could be tons of things. Symbiote characters, basic damage dealt increased by 250%. Ah, shit. Well, that's pretty specific. For the next 27 days, we're going to be having a symbiote bonanza, a symbiote, nay, gangbangish. Wow, that's interesting. Why don't we take a look at what the other Marvel games are planning to update soon? What's this? There's a data mined symbiote season in Marvel Snap? With a new Agent Venom card, a new Misery, Scorn, Toxin, Scream, huh? That's so weird. So their patch on June 25th revealed that there was information in the game that's going to maybe drop in October about symbiotes, huh? That's so interesting. Another Marvel game is planning on doing a symbiote update in the next 2 months. Wow. Now, although all of the information we have thus far is heavily pointing towards a null symbiote update, we obviously can't guarantee anything, right? This is just speculation. I don't have any MFF data mined information. That was from Marvel Snap. And although the Otherworld Battle effects, scream symbiote, again, this could be something else going on. It may just be that the devs want to highlight the symbiotes because they know that they're almost good enough with Carnage Tier 4, etc. Or they could be part of a smaller mid-month update down the road. But I think personally, I have to say disclaimers like that, but personally, I'm betting on a null update coming up next. I think the next full update after this Gwenpool mid-month, mini-month, whatever thing, it's going to be null. And it's going to be Agent Venom as well. And the reason why I think that, and you know what? They might even nullify one of these characters and give them like a custom symbiote suit or something like that. Obviously, they're not going to do that for War Machine. Could they do that for War Machine? Yes, they could. Apparently, Venom and War Machine combined in comics already, and they called it the Virus Armor. Holy shit! This looks insanely cool and makes me actually want War Machine Tier 4 now. This looks incredible and really, really cool. Holy crap, I have to say. That's actually so dope. Virus Armor. Wow. Yeah, that looks sick. So, wow, I didn't even actually plan to do this in the video. It just struck me as a possibility, and then I Googled it. So there's a possibility that they're going to knock out War Machine and Null. Oh my god, this actually makes so much more sense now. I'm kind of tingling. I'm getting a Peter tingle here about the possibilities. We were so confused about War Machine on this list when this came out in January. We were like, what is this clown doing here? He has no business. He has no business being here. He's not that popular. And then later on in the year, I think I made an update video in like April or May, I was like, where the hell is War Machine gonna go? They canceled. The Armor Wars show is canceled. If you guys haven't kept up with this, they're basically quietly shuttered the Armor Wars stuff. This is 6 days ago on August 12th. Armor Wars is done. Armor Wars rumored to have been canceled. So if it's not outright canceled, it's rumored to be canceled, which is basically the same thing at this point. And if it's not canceled outright, it's going to be delayed massively, right? So where is there going to be an update for War Machine, right? Where? Unless they're going to do it like another kind of Armor Wars. Like, it's obviously a popular concept in the comics. We have really old Armor Wars, Secret Wars, Armor Wars uniforms for certain characters, like Kingpin comes to mind. Really, really old, the Secret Wars, Armor Wars thing. But it's a stretch, right? These are all just a massive stretch. But they could do Symbiote War Machine. And they could add, what if they layer it? Ladies and gentlemen, what if they layer it? Imagine this. Picture this, if you will. The top layer is the machine tag. Because War Machine has all those buffs for machine allies. Increased attack, increased defense, increased HP. And then on the second layer, it's the symbiotes. That's supposed to be an S, but it looks like a 5. So what if War Machine is part machine, part symbiote, and then he gives buffs to machine allies and symbiote allies, and they're trying to create some giga insane symbiote team for Otherworld Battle, where you have Agent Venom and War Machine, and then Carnage, Knull, and somebody else. Because we already know Knull is crazy, right? And Knull getting an artifact would be absolutely disgusting because he already has the immortality. They're probably, to be real, they're probably just going to give him the same artifact as Kang. They're going to give him, and then Jean, the increased damage to heroes and villains. That's fine, whatever. I just want Knull to be strong. I love Knull. I still have a mighty CTP on him. I think he's one of the coolest characters they've ever made. He has such a wicked design, such wicked animations. Like, I didn't even get to this in the video yet, but I'm so excited for when he finally gets a rework, because he didn't last in the meta long enough. When he was released, what was interesting about Knull was more like the challenge of his World Boss Legend stage at the time. That's what captivated people. But as a character, Sentry really outshone him. Like, Sentry was better at the time for PvE. He was better than Knull. Or sorry, for PvP, he was better than Knull. And he was actually almost better than Knull for PvP. He was better than Knull for PvP, and he was almost better than Knull for PvE. And there were already better characters than Knull for PvE as well. It's just that Knull was very good if you didn't have any Pierce, right? Because he was the first character besides Sentry that had native Pierce, and he was actually kind of proc friendly, whereas Sentry kind of wasn't proc friendly. So yeah, but he didn't last very long. And then Mephisto came, and Mephisto was like 10 times better than Knull for PvE, and then everyone just forgot about Knull. So Knull had like a 3-month window of meta. It was very, very short, and that was 3 years ago, right? So I'm really hoping that he comes back and he's like super busted. I want him to be like Sentry, like just OP as hell, just completely busted. He has the Undying passive. It's 6 seconds, so it's actually 1 second shorter than the artifacts for Wolverine and Hela, etc. if you have them maxed out, which is kind of interesting. So hopefully they make him really strong. I'm going to riot if they don't, bro. I'm going to actually riot, which I know it's a symbiote reference. It's kind of pun unintended. But yeah, bro, they could do it with War Machine. Yo, man, I'd actually be excited for War Machine if they did that. That would be sick, dude. That would be kind of sick. Are there any... Oh, man, that's actually more exciting than the original video I was planning to make. Are there any good... Realistically, are there any good machines for PvP right now? Okay, I mean, Cable is great for PvE. No, there's nobody. There's not even a sniff, bro. Not even a sniff. Yeah. I think eventually, when they give Nimrod a tier 4, I don't know if they're going to turn him into Bastion, or if they're just going to update Nimrod's look from the comics, because there's tons of different versions of Nimrod. A Nimrod team with War Machine could be pretty cool in PvP if they like. I would really love for them to lean into this. Man, the possibilities are crazy. If they actually did this and they made him half machine, half symbiote, and they made him like a god tier support for both, right, for PvP, and then later on they buff a bunch of machine type characters, right? Like they make Hulkbuster really strong for PvP. They give him a tier 4. and then they make, I don't know, maybe they make Iron Man good for PvP, or they make Nimrod good for PvP, then you could do like a hybrid team with machines and symbiotes. That would be crazy. That would be so dirty, man. Like, I always love when they lean into the abilities. I always love when they lean into these abilities, man, because they're so sick. Anywho, that's the news for today, boys. Getting you guys absolutely cranked. Getting myself absolutely cranked for a possible null update. I'm already looking way past this Gwenpool shit. Obviously, I'll live stream the Gwenpool update in 2 days. I'll be back live, you know, checking it out. Maybe we'll tier 4 her if she's like really strong, really fun to play, really good, really meta. I doubt it. I kind of doubt it, but at the very least, we'll check her out up to 80 and get her uniform. But one more thing I have for you guys. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'll save it for another video. I had another tip for you guys for null, but I'll save it for another video. I have a bunch of tips. Anyways, this one's getting kind of long. Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of that, all that null speculation, and is it going to come true or not? Or are we just kind of huffing the copium? Thanks for watching the video. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the content and all that good stuff. Subscribe if you're not, for the 5 people not subscribed watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.